Thank you, Chairman, sir. I stand here on behalf of All India Trinamool Congress to speak on the budgetary allocation of the railways. Unfortunately, the rail budget has been already scrapped earlier, and our Honorable Finance Minister did not even mention about it during her speech, though we received certain central government documents showing an allocation of 2,62,200 crores. But before I begin, sir, I seek your indulgence to request the honorable members sitting here to stand for a minute to show respect to all the people who have lost their lives over the last 2-3 months due to railway accidents. The chair has to permit, I don't know, we have to show respect to those who have lost their lives due to railway accidents. It wasn't their fault that they died. They had bought a ticket and they had got up to go somewhere, but in the middle of the way, they lost their lives. Whose fault is it? I'm sure it is the fault of the ministry or fault of the maintenance of the tracks, or these accidents which have taken hundreds of lives in the last 3 months, more than 9 accidents actually, sir. And they died due to the negligence of the ministry, negligence of this government, who is more interested to save their chair and not the lives. They are more interested in political appeasement, sir. कुर्सी बचाने में ज़्यादा और जान बचाने में कम शौकीन है. I want to ask when this daily train accident will stop. I also would request from the Honorable Minister, have you found out, sir, whether the driver put on the flasher when that accident took place yesterday, as he is wont to do, as it is imperative to do, to put on the flasher so that the other trains close by come to know? Did he put on the flasher yesterday to alert the other drivers? Is the regular fish plate checking done at night like it used to be? And how are the tracks now? Are they checked regularly? Because it is causing lives. When my leader, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Srimati Mamata Banerjee, was the railway minister here, she had started the anti-collision device. Now we have the Kavach. So the question is, how far are we progressing towards protecting our passengers through the Kavach scheme? I would also like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Minister to give it a thought whether it is possible to have seat belts like we have in the aeroplanes, also in the railway coaches in the seats. Because in the last 1 month, 2 passengers have lost their lives due to the jerk, though it is mentioned in a document that the movement of these coaches are going to be less jerky. One gentleman fell from upper berth and he died due to the jerking. And another was sitting on the lower berth, but he fell. These are in the media. So if it is in the public domain, we take it to be true, or we have to find out if it is there. And my suggestion is you put seatbelts like we do in the aeroplanes for those lying down in the upper berth or also in the lower berth. And as we know that the railway is more of a social responsibility of the government than an earning proposition. And that is why we had the Ijjat tickets. If you remember, sir, you were also there that time. And we used to have these 25 rupees Ijjat tickets for the below poverty line travelers, which the honorable members of parliament could give out to the constituents so that they could travel over a month to their place of work and come back. Those who are doing menial labors. That Ijjat ticket has been done away with. That was a social responsibility. As far as the drivers' amenities are concerned, the junior engineers' emoluments is concerned, or the allocation for maintenance of railway schools and hospitals, including B.R. Singh Hospital in Kolkata, is concerned, How much allocation is being kept for all that? The railway officer training institutes, are they functioning properly? Because such frequent railway accidents cannot happen unless the training is lacking somewhere. Like I asked whether the driver yesterday put on the flasher or not. That only investigation will say. So what I would request, that the coach factory in Chittaranjan in West Bengal gets more order and the people over there get more job opportunities. What is the vacancy of the railways at the moment? Because people are looking up for jobs in the country. And railway was a social sector employing many people. So I would request you to look into this particular aspect of it. And amongst the new initiatives for fully non-AC segments, when you suggest jerk-free semi-permanent automatic couplers, sealed gangways, we would also like that the railway travel is made more safety oriented towards the patient, like I said, with the belts and by checking the fish plates. There are reports when young children playing beside the railway tracks have seen a fish plate missing and opened their shirt and shown it from very far for the driver to see, and the driver stopped the train and avoided accident. But it is not the responsibility of that little child. It is the responsibility of the Indian Railways to check the tracks at night. When the train, whether it stops within the 1 kilometer after application of brake, 1.5 kilometer of application of brake, is the standard technique. So whether that is being followed or not, and so many deaths occurring, does not give a very good vibes internationally to our railways. When we are comparing with the international railways and making good toilets and we are ergonomic bodies, all that is very good, but along with it, the safety factor should also be taken into account. We require more suburban trains, mostly because in West Bengal, the daily passengers who are job seekers and teachers, students, they are plying over the state on daily basis. So we need more suburban trains, and we also need more metro stations, more metro lines. Within my constituency is the Biman Bandar Barasat line. In the documents that I have got from the central government, I have not seen the allocation for the Barasat line. That is why I request you, if you could please increase the allocation for the Barasat line from Biman Bandar. As far as the work is going on, I can see in the Biman Bandar, that is the airport, Naupada Biman Bandar sector, it is progressing. From the Biman Bandar up to Barasat, it is progressing towards Michael Nagar. And from Michael Nagar to Barasat, that work is stopped. It is not happening. So may I request you to please increase the allocation there, because it is written that 100 to 150 kilometer speed of Vande Bharat metro will be launched. But the metro, which is already started within my constituency, the work is not going on. The security and the surety of the high-speed trains that you promise here, more than 700 kilometers, that should be ensured before we start on these trains, because people's lives should be considered, that they are getting up on the train, leaving their home. Maybe there is a wife, there are children at home, the mother is there waiting for him to go and come back. But if the dead body comes back, it's a big shock for the family, it's a loss to the nation. And as far as the gross budgetary support over the years is given in a graph form, 2 minutes, sir. Graph form, it is increasing, but the death is also increasing exponentially. And who is accountable? The accountable person should be answerable to the nation, to this august house, and to the people. And repairing of the old tracks is very, very essential. You are laying new tracks at a great speed of 14.54 kilometers a day, which is very good, but the repairing of the old tracks. And I would also like to draw your attention to the railroad gates which are unmanned. Those should all be manned, or what is the status of that? And even if they are manned, most of the gates don't work properly, and there you see the PWD cannot repair that road because it belongs to the rail where the gate is there. And the deplorable condition of those roads are causing accidents every day, and even in my constituency there are deaths because that bit of road belongs to the railways. And there was a proposal to have, alongside the rail tracks, solar panels to provide electricity. How far has that work progressed? Even I would ask the Honorable Minister to please let us know. And the rest of it, I would really ask the Honorable Minister that the station redevelopment scheme that you have taken should be taken seriously, because whichever station had the Mahila waiting room and the Mahila toilet have been dismantled, even within my constituency. And the women are facing great difficulty while they're traveling. Thank you, sir.